So here we go, we've got Goku and he looks cool. From pictures I'd seen, I thought, he's spectacular. So first of all, we have his classic Super Saiyan hair, or this is now God hair, and it looks a lot more detailed. I think it looks very similar to Super Saiyan 2. Or if not, it just looks completely different. So as we look around, his head and the colour is just fantastic. There's a lot of dark shading on the blue, and again we have his eyes, which if you can see, if we adjust his head, we've got a lovely kind of blue eyebrows which look really fine, and again we've got little lines just underneath him. We have the contour of his neck, which is just like literally the muscle, and again his kind of open chest. Now his gi is a slightly different shade of orange, and as we're going to have a look down, we can see some more detail on it. As we can see here, we have the Whis logo there, and again it's a really like a weird shade of orange, so when he's training in the film. We can see that again he's got muscle definition on his arms, and it all works down there, including the kind of the joints. And again we've got kind of a really dark blue sash. Now it kind of matches some of the other colours, but it could have been lighter. I think that would have been cool. But again we've got more joints here. These move with the arms, so you can see that the joints in there, but if you want to kind of cover it up, then you can do so on. So both sides they move up and down, and again we can move Goku like that, so he's ready for battle. As we can see, there's more detail just on his chest, which is really cool. And here I wish this was like a different color, because it would be nice to have like a silver going down the gi. Very similar to the previous ones we've got. It's all covered up, but it looks like if you were wearing it, you've got the definition just there, and it's just been sculpted in. It looks really nice, to be honest. Again, I'm very surprised about it. But it looks really cool. So there isn't much really to tell on that part, but yeah, it's all raised, you can feel it. Here's the knee joints, which we'll have a look at in a second. Alright, so here we move down. These kind of boots remind me of Trunks' boots for some strange reason. We've got lines here which show that they kind of strap together, magnetized or velcro, whatever Goku decides to wear. And then on here, I quite like it, if you can see it, like kind of wrapped over, and again black here, and then you've got the kind of grey lines at the bottom. On the back we've got more detail of his hair. Now I really like the kind of the dark black kind of faded look, it really works with the blue. Along the neck here we've got a part of a line which could look like a collar, but it's the top part of the gi. Here we have more, this kind of reminds me of Gohan for some strange reason, like Ultimate Gohan, but we have lines going all around the back. And then again you've got the back of the sash, which looks very similar to every single one that Goku's got, as well as I think Piccolo too. Again we've got more details on the line. Again the arms can move around. So as we move down, we've got here, these are being like kind of carved out, very similar like Vegito, Goku and also Piccolo. I'm not a huge fan, but we can see where the joints are. Here we come to the point where it's all aimed downwards, and it's very sculpted. These are the back, we've got some ruffle here, which is fine, and again the black kind of goes in. You can't really tell, not if you look really close up. I think some of the black goes over very slightly just on his boots, but it's not noticeable at all. But apart from that, it's fine on those parts right there. With all figures that we get, we always have a look at the face. So this is very well sculpted into it, unlike the Super Saiyan Goku, which I had a bit of problem with. It looks really weird, but we've taken his face off, and we're going to look at this one and attach it just into there, like so, and then push, make sure it's all the way in, and then put his hair back, just like so. So it kind of gives Goku like a menacing look, like he's sure he's going to win. Again, there's nothing that's changed, like just the eyes, and he's got kind of a smile, if you can see. So it looks really menacing, like he's definitely going to beat Frieza. We put his screaming face in. I really like this. This gives it a whole definition more. So he can power up, he can punch, he can do anything, and this just gives it more life to me. Again, the same sort of thing. You just see his mouth with his tongue and his kind of his teeth, and again the eyes, which are absolutely fine. Now you do also get a Goku head. So a normal standard head, which is fine. So again, we just take this off. There we go. So his normal head looks fine. I found it a little bit tricky to put on, and the hair looks a little bit weird. So I don't know if they've changed it occasionally just for the film, but it looks a little bit weird to me. I have a feeling that you can take this off as well. Yeah, so if you have other faces of Goku, it looks quite cool like that. Can take it off, but it's very, very stiff. Again, it looks really weird for some strange reasons, but it does give that kind of different feel if you kind of really wanted him to be in his normal head rather than Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, or Super Saiyan Blue. With the flexibility, I've decided to keep his kind of black hair on, but you can move the arms up and down. They kind of bend, and again his head changes. It's up and down, again up and down, and you can move it that way. You can move his legs around, very similar like that. They're kind of very loose, but I'm guessing that's easier to pose. They come down, they go up, so you can lock them in just like that. And also let's have a look at the knee, because we've had experiences where this part just seems not want to go back in after you bend it all the way out. So yeah, very similar, but just literally push it back a little bit and you're absolutely fine. So you can see that that one's a little bit stiffer, but again I just pushed there a little bit and it goes back in. So you can definitely pose him, and there's that kind of mid-section is like, yeah. You can change it, so if you want to fight it like that, you can do. His head is just like that again, but yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. Okay, so I quite like this. I was able to change the heads. I thought they may have made it slightly different, but you can see a comparison. If you have the Super Saiyan God and you want it on Goku's body with his original colors, you can actually put it on, and I think this looks absolutely amazing. I actually prefer this head on this body just because of the color scheme, and literally where you got Goku Super Saiyan in this mode looks really cool, and again brings more character figures to it. It makes it look a lot better than normal. I think this basically gives more playability, more posability, everything you want. You can actually have a completely different one. If you wanted Goku to fight Frieza in his different forms, this is it. You could have him on the original body and then you can keep this, but definitely I love this part. Again, we've just changed the head, and I never had Goku as a normal figure, but I really like this. This works really cool. Again, it's just attaching the same head against the body, but yeah, it does give a whole new kind of, as I say, a new life to the figure in some way. I just really like it. I think that being able to do that, I can swap around most of the heads on different things now, but yeah, this looks absolutely cool. So there we go, Rangers. We have Super Saiyan God Goku. He looks absolutely fantastic, and I would highly recommend him if you're collecting the Dragon Ball Z Figuarts or just a collector in general. I'm so happy I was able to get him an early release. So let me know down below in the comments, what do you think about him? Do you like him? Do you not like him? Do you like the changeability that you can have between the two Gokus? Let me know down below in the comments, and if you've liked this video, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Check out Yada Games, all that lovely goodness, and as always, Rangers, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.